What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. The new cinematic trailer for the Multiversus game just dropped, and oh my god, my expectations were exceeded. I went in very high expectations, and I was blown out of the water. So in this video, we're gonna go over 20 plus references, hints, Easter eggs, all that stuff that you may have missed. So up first, well, I don't think anyone missed this because it was one of the opening shots, but we finally get a great look at the WB water tower and what could possibly be how the stage looks in game. Get the tower in the background, and then it just got the boarding and the platform right beneath it. So this might just be one flat stage with the tower in the background. Maybe it's a stage hazard because later in the trailer we do see that the WB logo opens up on the tower, so maybe things spill out, maybe items come out from that, but we do get our first good look at what the stage could possibly look like. In that same image, over on the left hand side, we do notice the Pinky and the Brain balloons. I'm not sure if this is an item or just a fun hint or fun reference to the characters. They have to be here for a reason. What that reason is, we're not sure, but Pinky and the Brain are definitely referenced. All right, who noticed this one? The Duck Season poster on the tower itself. I mean, obviously it's a Daffy Duck reference. Pretty sure every single one of us expect Daffy Duck to be playable at some point. So is this another hint towards Daffy being playable, or is this just a fun little playful poster reference to Daffy? I don't know, but he's got to be playable at some point, right? Next up, this one kind of stumped me. I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but it stood out like a sore thumb. Anybody know what this is? There's like something crashed in the background. Maybe it's a rocket of some kind. I can't tell quite what this is, but it, again, like I said, it stood out like a sore thumb. Don't know what it is. If anybody does know or have a pretty good guess, please let me know down in the comments. But you know, it's there. So what is it? What is its meaning? Who knows? Now to the part where Bugs smacks his safe into the WB water tower, and we notice quite a few items that pop out. Did you notice all of them? Well, the first one that we noticed is a trident. Is this a hint to Aquaman, possibly? Yeah, very possible. It makes a lot of sense. Item number 2, don't get the greatest, look at it. It's kind of, well, blurry and scuffed a little bit, but is this a katana? Is this what I'm getting out of this? Is it a katana? Is this like a reference to Samurai Jack, possibly? I'm not quite sure about this one, but it's there. I see it. You guys see it too. Item number 3, a broomstick. Now, this is either one of two things in my mind. It's either a hint to possibly Harry Potter, maybe, or a Harry Potter character, or what I'm leaning towards that makes more sense, the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. Is that what this is a reference to? Again, that's what I'm going to put my money on, but we all have difference of opinions. And then of course the last item that popped out was the plushie for Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. What is the name? Octi, I think is what she calls it. But the octopus plushie, definitely a reference to Powerpuff Girls. Well, at least Bubbles in this case, so there you go. I thought we were going to see Powerpuff Girls themselves in this trailer. We didn't, unless we did, and I haven't seen it yet. I don't know, but it's definitely a reference to them. Next up, this was Sky Arena. This was as Iron Giant's kind of flying through space, I suppose. I don't notice anything different about it, but it was in the background, so maybe it's just a playful nod to the series. This appears to be Sky Arena, the stage that we already have in the game. I don't notice anything that really stands out to make it different or noticeable, but I mean, it was there, so I guess it's a reference. Now, what may be the strangest one for the entire video? Anybody notice that thing that was kind of flying around in the background when Marvin was pointing his weapon at Cake? What was that thing? My best guess is this thing looks like it's the Jetsons spaceship. Now, again, like I said, this is going to be a strange one. I cannot tell what this is. It never really comes into clear focus, but it is flying around in the background. Maybe this just has something to do with, something from the Powerpuff Girls, because weren't they fighting on Townsville? So maybe that's what it is. But there's references to so many different series on so many different areas in this entire video. So I don't know. Is this the Jetsons spaceship, or am I just going crazy? Next up, who noticed this one? This was only on screen very briefly, but who noticed Dexter's glasses and his glove? Yep, classic. I mean, we already got Dexter's Lab 1 and 2 stages in the game, so is this a hint at him becoming a character in the future? Again, we'll have to wait and see, but it was definitely there. So we noticed it, or at least you notice it now. Next up, as Wonder Woman is looking out the window, over on the left-hand side, we notice, well, what appears to be an H, right? You see that building in the background? That happens to be Hive Tower from Teen Titans. So that is a reference. I don't know if that's going to be a stage or if that's just a, you know, from Wonder Woman's vantage point, she can just see that in the background. So it's just like nice attention to detail. And of course, the building or the location that Wonder Woman is standing in happens to be Teen Titans Tower. And why do we say that? Well, you notice the disco ball, anybody? Who noticed this and went, what is that? Well, there's an episode in Teen Titans where I think they're building Titan Tower East, or they're building something, and a disco ball comes down and they kind of have a little bit of a party. So this, in fact, is Teen Titan Towers, or can I just call it Titan Towers? Yeah, let's just go with that. But this does appear to be the location that Wonder Woman is battling the other Wonder Women in. And of course, it would make sense if they are in Titan Towers to have references to, well, some of the Teen Titans at least. And of course, we got the reference to Teen Titans Go Robin. Anybody notice this? We'll have to wait and see. If this leads to TT Go Robin, I'll be curious to see how the community has what the reception is to that version of the character. So, you know, I'll just leave it at that, but it was definitely there. Next up, who caught this one? Green Lantern's Lantern, or a Green Lantern. So this is the second trailer that a lantern has been referenced. We got one way back in the open beta cinematic trailer, and that led to, well, kind of nothing. I mean, we got like a ring out, I think, is there a banner or something like that as well in game, but it didn't lead to a character. So the second time that we get a Green Lantern's reference in the trailer, does this lead to a little bit more? Does this lead to us believing Green Lantern will be a playable character in the future? I don't know. A lot of this could just simply be fun, playful references or maybe hints. Again, time will tell on all this stuff, but it's there in the background. And of course, we can't forget to mention what appears to be the box of Scooby snacks. Is this a reference to Scooby or Shaggy or just, you know, the Scooby gang in general? Who knows, but it is certainly there in the background. Next up, we might have a reference to Starfire. Again, we're in the Teen Titans Tower, or just call it Titans Tower. Come on, man. But we are in the tower, so is this a reference? You see the thing over on the left-hand side is pretty blurry, but it appears to be Silky. You know, Starfire and Silky. Is that what this is? It's kind of what it looks like, to me at least. So maybe not. Starfire coming to the game. Anybody like that? No? Yay? Of course, another big one was a reference to Raven from Teen Titans as well. The pentagram, the ritual that she does, you know, that whole symbol. It is clear as day right there on the wall, right as Rick is entering it, the scene, but it is there. So Raven, maybe playable character, future. Yeah, I'll take it. Next up, anybody notice these references? It appears to be like some sort of costume, I don't know, something where you put your costumes at the end of the day, you know, like you go home for the day and you kind of hang up your work shirt or whatever. You notice right behind the Black Lantern Wonder Woman, right behind her, I should say, it appears to be Robin's gear. And then I think, is that a reference next to Robin? Is that Batgirl? Is that Batgirl? I can't quite tell what that is, but it looks to be like, you know, the headgear for her. So is this a reference to Batgirl? Maybe? Now, as Rick is transitioning from one universe to another, did you notice this one from the Treehouse stage? Marceline's axe is in the background very quickly. So yes, reference to Marceline was indeed in the trailer. And now perhaps one of the most exciting ones, depending on, well, your view, but this was certainly exciting to me. As they're all assembling to fight off against the new villains, Jason, Joker, and Agent Smith. That was a genuine surprise. Okay, let's go. I'm excited. Jason looks like a big beefy boy too. Oh my goodness. But as they're spawning in, there's 4 more spawns that happen. So is this referencing 4 more villains coming to the roster? Like, this would be absolutely nutty. Oh, if anybody knows me and my channel, I'm a big fan of villains, so I cannot wait to see what this might end up being. But villains versus heroes kind of showdown there at the end was pretty damn cool. Either way, that is all that I noticed. I do have to get ready for work, so I don't have all day to sit here and analyze it. I wish I kind of did, but some of us have to go to work for a living, I suppose. But either way, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you caught anything else that I did not mention. Put them down in the comments. and let's just enjoy this together. Oh, Multiversus is rolling. 1 week. It comes out next week. May 28th is the release date.